We play and call it work.
Hey there, Wargamers, Josh here to bring you something a little bit different today. We have some Adeptus Titanicus coverage. I think this has been a long time in the works, and I'm super excited to get the chance to play again. So we've got Wade all the way from
Pennsylvania.
How long of a drive is that for you?
It was about 7 hours, but I was asleep for most of it, so not that bad.
That works. You got a Tesla, right? Just auto drive?
Yeah, right.
So anyways, we're going to throw down, like I said, some Adeptus Titanicus. We're going to do the confrontation level. Now, if you folks want to come in to challenge us to a game of whatever we're happening to play here at MiniWarGaming, so, I mean, Warhammer 40k, 30k, Age of Sigmar, or anything else we've picked up in the meantime, go to miniwargaming.com/challenge and send off a challenge request. Without further ado, let's check out the armies, the board, and just get to the game. We're going to start off taking a look at my Pale Riders. So the Legio Mors, I think is the proper pronunciation, or at least the closest I'm going to be able to get today. So something to make note of for our Titanicus, we're not playing to a set point level. We're going to be playing to a battle level. So we're playing at the confrontation level. So we're anywhere between 1250 and 1750 points. Now, if you are lower on points than your opponent, there are a couple little benefits, but we'll go over that, when we get to play in the game and if they come up. Looking at my battle group here, I am running a Regia Battle Line Maniple, and that's going to be the 2 Warlords in the back, as well as the 2 Warhounds, and then I have Knights in support, but we're going to go over everything in depth in a minute for a loadout. Now, the Regia Battle Line Maniple, the benefit I get is it is the Royal Court. So the 2 Warlord Titans within the Maniple represent the King and Queen. The role it is to support each other in battle. While the King and Queen are within 12 of each other, if one successfully gains an order, the other may gain the same order without the need to pass a command check. Pretty handy. And then the Warhounds' role is to shield the King and Queen. So they can merge their Void Shields with the King and Queen as if they were part of the same squadron. In addition, they can merge their Void Shields with either the King or Queens while they're within 3 of them rather than in base-to-base contact. So, kind of handy-dandy. Typically, the Warhounds are pretty close up, but it does allow me to kind of, advance up the board and get some extra shield coverage. First little group we're going to look at in depth here is a Questoris support banner from House Mortan. So it's the same Knight House that I play in 40k. There's no special rules for them or anything like that. I just like the paint scheme. So their loadout is we are going to have the Lord Scion armed with a thermal cannon, a Questoris melee weapon, as well as a meltagun. And then each of the other knights also has a meltagun, a melee weapon. One has an Avenger Gatling cannon, the other is a rapid-fire battle cannon. Pretty nice and simple little loadout, but they can get up close and do some major damage. Next up, we're going to have Squadroned Warhounds. Pretty simple loadout. The first one is going to have twin plasma blast guns. The other one's going to be armed with a Vulcan Mega Bolter and a Turbo Laser Destructor. Going over to my first Warlord, going to be armed with a Apocalypse Missile Launcher on top, then a Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator, and a Bellicosa Volcano Cannon. So, hopefully fairly well-rounded firepower. Unfortunately, at the time of filming this, Games Workshop and /Forge World haven't released all the weapons, but hopefully soon. And of course, the last Warlord, exact same loadout with the Volcano Cannon and the Plasma Annihilator, except for I'm going to have paired laser blasters up top. This is also going to be my Senior Princeps, and for picking a personal trait, we are going to go with the Devoted Servant of the Machine. So when making a repair roll, I could add 1 to the result of a single d6, which should hopefully come in handy. And that makes up my entire list. I believe I'm at about 1690 for points. Over here to Wade's forces. Now this is not a out of the book scheme. This
Correct.
is kind of the one you have decided to
So
take
I wanted
on.
to paint. I like red, so
That works.
Yeah.
Now, what are we looking at in terms of a maniple?
I have the Myrmidon Battleline Maniple. So the 2 Warlords and the Reaver are all part of the Maniple. The Warhounds are not. And basically, it gives me overwhelming firepower, so I can, on a 2+, give the split fire or first fire rules
Yes.
to the Maniple, regardless of modifiers.
So that's kind of handy. Even if you take some damage to the head or whatever, you can still always order on a 2-up for those ones
Yeah.
specifically. For the Titans and the maniple,
Yeah,
anyways.
exactly.
Starting off by taking a look at the units that are not in the maniple, what do we got here?
We have just a pair of Warhound Titans. They are in a single squadron, kitted out with a pair of Turbo Laser Destructors and Vulcan Mega Bolters.
Nice. So staying away from the plasma blast guns.
Yeah,
I'm at the point too because I've been looking at the Inferno big flamer thing.
Mhm.
I don't know. I've never seen anybody take it yet, but
I mean, it's great, I guess, if you're running against a lot of like Warhounds or maybe Knights or something like that, but you get against bigger stuff.
yeah, it's just not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
And now your medium-sized Titan, you got a Reaver here, and what do we got them loaded out with?
All right, I have the Gatling Blaster, the Apocalypse Missile Launcher for his Carapace weapon, and the Laser Blaster for its third weapon, second armed weapon.
Cool. And of course, last but not least, the 2 big bruisers in the list. We got a pair of Warlords. What are they armed with?
They are kitted out exactly the same. We have the Bellicoso Volcano Cannons, a pair of them, and the Carapace mounted
Apocalypse missile launchers.
Yeah, missile launchers. The Princeps will be the one that's leaning back, and I gave him the Dominant Strategist trait, which instead of rolling, I get to decide if I want to go first in a round.
Ooh, that's pretty good actually.
Yes.
And that's any round of the game, right?
Any round, yeah.
Oh no.
Most likely to come second when there's plenty of stuff on the ground.
Whatever, I'll repair the damage that you do.
Right,
to me.
yeah.
Now, did you go full David White with these, or are they magnetized?
They are magnetized.
You just like the volcano cannons?
I do like the Volcano Cannons, yeah.
That's fair. And here we go. We are set up for the standoff deployment. So looking at my deployment first, we have got my first Warlord hanging out here. We have got the handy dandy little Warhounds close by. We got the Senior Princeps hanging out here with the Knights. Across the field, you got one Warlord, the Reaver, the other Warlord, and then the 2 Warhounds. Rolling for the mission was pretty simple. We both ended up, surprisingly enough, we picked Engage and Destroy as our mission. So we're just here to kill each other. No shenanigans. I also had I think it was the Vital Cargo I could have done, but I didn't feel great about my chances. And yours, what was your other one, Wayne?
Mine was the kill your highest point cost unit in the first round of fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which would have been
Very
hopefully a stretch.
Yes.
I am going to opt to keep the stratagems hidden. Neither of us have any battlefield assets, because you know what, that just kind of sets the tone of the battle. You'll find out when we find out.
Oh, yeah.
So with this one, it doesn't mention one person rolling a d6, depending on who's finished deploying. So we're just going to do a d10 roll-off to see who gets to pick who will be taking the initiative in the first round. So, getting a 3, 2 of 4. It is your choice, sir.
I will take initiative, please.
Wade's going to start us off with this Warlord here. Now, is this that's not the senior, right?
No, seniors over here.
Okay, so what's the order going to be?
First fire.
And so this is passing on a 2 up,
Correct.
and getting it with a 2. I'll let you keep it anyways.
Alright.
Well, I see that first fire order, and I'll match it with my own first fire order here on the Senior Princeps. 2 up, and getting it with a 3.
Ooh.
I guess I should probably keep track of the fact that that's the Senior Princeps there. But who cares? I still passed the order.
Yeah.
Next up, your Princeps Senioris going to do the first fire order. So unmodified 2 up.
Yeah. On a D10 this time. 7.
Okay, so you get it.
Alright.
Since I am within 12 and I pass the order with the Regia Maniple, I'm just going to automatically give first fire over here as well. Keep it going with this theme. First fire onto the Reaver. So it's still a 2 up. And getting it with a 3. Well, let's change this up a little bit. We're going to go ahead over to the Questor support banner. They're normally command 6. They're going to get +2 to the roll, so I got to show a 4 for their command because of the Lord Scion. I'm going to go ahead and give them the full stride order because I want them moving zippy fast. So, we are looking for a 4 here. And there it is. Barely got it, but I got it. And over here onto the Warhounds, not going to issue orders?
Correct.
So that's the end of your strategy phase, man. Warhounds here, I'm going to go for... you know what? I want to move, but I also don't want to move. First fire. So I'm going to issue it to the squadron as a whole. So I'm going to get +1 to that because I've got 1 additional. So I need to show a 4 up here. And that looks like a 1 to me, so failed order. They don't get an order, but no real negatives because that was the last thing I was trying to order anyways. And here we go. We're over into the movement phase. We're going to start off with the first fire over on him. What weapon is he firing and where is he firing it?
He's going to fire the, the Apocalypse missile launchers, and he'll fire at the Warlord with the turbo destructors.
Nice. So we're just looking for, well, we got to plot the firing solution. We're going to see what kind of range you're at. And that is in long range, which is the sweet +1 to hit with the missile. So I guess you're just hitting me on 2s with your 10 dice.
Looks like all of them.
Okay, not a great start for me. Those 10 dice, I'm going to declare voids to full, so that'll allow me to reroll 1s for the saves. Let's see what we got. I am going to get 1 heat for that, but not too bad. 3's rerolling 1s, and I will declare that I'm going to merge the void shields. So that'll allow me to spread out the damage a bit, depending on how I roll. So show me 3 ups to get started. Rerolling 1, so there's 3 fails in there for sure. Okay, so 3 fails, so not what I wanted here. I'm going to be showing the cards, but I think I'm going to keep it to a somewhat limited degree. So I'm going to go 1, 2 on the shields for the Warhound. And then my big happy friend here is just going to take the 1 point of shield damage. Overall, not too bad. I'm going to go ahead now and first fire, and I'm having this Warlord here do the same thing. Put missiles over into your Warlord way across the board.
Okay.
These are going to be hitting on 2s because of the range. Not rolling quite as well, but I am going to go ahead and get 9 hits on you.
Okay.
And we're going to go shields to full. Rolling the reactor die, and we've got 2 heat.
Double.
Kind of dangerous already. Happy about that, though. And now show me 3 ups, re-rolling 1s. So there's at least 3 2s in there, and you got 2 1s to re-roll. Okay, so taking 3 shield damage total to him.
Okay.
Putting him to the 4 up, so I'm pretty happy about that. This Reaver now firing his Apocalypse missile launcher all the way over here. I am at least 50% obstructed, correct, Wade?
Correct.
So you're going to get 5 dice, you're going to be hitting me on... You got to show 4s now.
Yes.
So let's see what you got here, sir. Handy dandy, you got 3 hits.
Okay.
See, I don't want him running hot already. I am... Oh, I guess this is the easy one. Do I want the 3 up, or he can push for 4 up with the re-rolling 1s? You know what? I'm just going to take the 3 up. I will merge the void shields, though.
Okay.
But we're using his 3 up. Oh, that's awful.
Jeez.
That is truly awful. Well, that's not what I wanted. I'm not going to let... Yeah, I don't want the shields to drop on the little fella, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Oof. That hurts. Back to my turn. I've got another first fire to resolve with him. So he will go and... I don't think he's got the range that I want. I don't think you're within 32 for the destructors. So yeah, let's go ahead and he'll just try to drop a volcano cannon shot over onto that Warlord. I'm going to put the template right in the middle of him.
Okay.
Start off with a reactor die. And I am going to gain 1 heat. Put him into the yellow. just be a 3 to hit. Nothing in the way. And I am going to get a direct hit, so that is 2 hits onto him.
Okay.
So you've got 2 shield saves to make. Do you want to shields to full or no?
No, I will not shield.
So we're on 4-up saves.
All right.
Woo!
Both fail.
So double fail. Does that blow out the shields?
That will drop his shields.
Oh, there we go. That's what we wanted to see. I should probably stop celebrating because you got first fire over on this warlord here.
No,
Where do you want to put shots?
He's got to go with the Warhound.
Yes.
You're out of the straight arc for the other one.
Shoot at the poor little warhound that didn't do anything to anybody. You're hitting me on 2s. There's nothing in the way here. And you get the +1 range bonus. There's 9 hits.
All right.
I will go shields to full, but on the warhound this time.
Okay.
Let's see what his reactor says. Nothing.
Ooh.
So getting no heat, and I gotta get 9 dice now. Okay, there's gonna be 4-ups, re-rolling 1s. I don't even know why I bother pushing the reactor. I'm not gonna pass all these anyways. At least I didn't get heat for it. 4-ups. Ah! Okay, so that will blow out the void shields on that poor little warhound. Well, that was somewhat awful. I'm going to go over to movement now. You poor little... I'm going to have this warhound go for movement. Yeah, he's going to start us off. So I think the way we're going to handle this is we're going to do the movement off camera, then show you what we got going on. But we'll declare if we're putting anything into the reactors on camera.
Okay.
First little warhound, not putting any power into the reactors, just moving himself up the board, trying to use the middle for a little bit of cover, maybe? Kinda. Sorta. And then his little friend's gonna probably be moving over here. Alright, so he's gonna move up to there and immediately end his move, but of course, Wade's got something for that. And he's declaring a Void Breaker field. So the stratagem, immediately after enemy with active Void Shields finishes moving or making a turn, roll a d6 and a 2-up, I make that many shield saves. Ooh. And then on a 1, it just goes back into your hand to be used later. 6. Ugh. I will go Voids to full.
Alright.
Alright, little buddy, come on, you got this. He's going to get 2 heat. That pushes it into the orange reactor level. And there's 6 saves I gotta make. 6 3-ups rerolling 1s. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe this whole thing has just been a bad idea. Okay. 1 reroll. He does take 1 shield damage. So he's gonna take the 1 damage to the shields, but the heat's the bigger deal right now. He's gonna be rolling in a second.
And that's a plasma one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. And over here, stuff we should have probably clarified before. When we set the board up, we said this was going to count as difficult terrain, so it just costs twice as much to move through. So it's going to be the warhounds going?
Yes, sir.
So I'll let you figure them out, and we'll show the folks at home after where it looks. A little bit wobbly model, but they're looking like that. They're clambering up and over. And my last move here is we've got these little adorable knights moving up the board 10 inches. Completing their move like so. I believe that's the end of movement. Nothing else here. So we need to go on to seeing if we can't cool down some titans. Over on Wade's side, only 1 titan that has to make any kind of roll, so we're going to go for here. Let's see what you get and where you want to allocate those dice. So you've got the 1-6 to relight the voids, I assume.
Yes.
So going up 1.
No. 1, 2, and I don't believe they do anything.
I think you need, at least a 4-up for anything else.
Yeah.
Alright, not terrible.
Okay.
Well, this little warhound's got some heat on him, so let's roll a d6 and see what happens. Goes to a 4, which is a power failure. The void shields immediately collapse. He's not taking damage.
True.
Well, I mean, who says that warhounds need shields? 2 dice for the Servitor Clades. 4 and a 3. I can vent 1 point of heat with that, so I guess I will. Wade's doing pretty good. He's got nothing else, so I'm going to just keep on rolling. Let's try for this little warhound here. Getting the 6 to relight the voids.
Well, I guess that's the point of them. So.
Yeah. So there we go. He's up a little bit. And I've got a certain large titan here that's going to get +1 to one of these dice rolls.
Okay.
So let's see what I can't get. Oh, that's awful. No! So I'm going to push this to a 4. and get rid of one of the heat, and still be kind of not feeling great about where the voids are at right now. That's it for repairs. I guess we're going to go right over to the combat phase. Where would you like to start us off, sir?
Start with this guy.
Yep. Where's he putting his shots?
He's going to put all his shots into the Warlord.
Into this Warlord here?
Yes, sir.
Right here?
Yes, that one right there.
Starting off with the missiles first.
Still hitting on 2s.
Indeed.
9 hits.
Okay. It's only a 4-up save. Not going to bother bringing the voids to full because, I mean, the chances of me passing are slim to none. 4-up saves. Yeah, see, the 3s would have failed. And there goes the void shields. And here we are dropping the first volcano cannon. Clear line of sight. You just need a 3 to hit, sir.
Well, heat first.
Oh yeah, sorry, heat. Good call.
I mean, I don't have to if you don't
He's
want.
gonna get 1. Okay, he's getting up.
Still
He's
in yellow.
okay, but he's 1 away from orange at least. And then a 3 to hit. Just 1.
Well, it's scatter die.
No, you're still hitting.
Oh.
You gotta roll to hit and then scatter if you miss. So it hits.
Okay.
That is clipping him and then also getting a hit over onto the Warhound.
So it should be 2, right? Because the...
Yes. I'm gonna roll to see where the hit is on the Warlord. Leg, and I'm pretty sure that's double crit.
Okay.
Why are you like this? What did I ever do to you?
At least it wasn't in your face, though, right?
That's true. Doing substantial damage to the legs, and then double crit, so stabilizers damage and locomotor seized. Why are you like this? And then the single hit over onto the Warhound. Into the leg, and that's a 16. Doing some good damage to his leg, and getting a crit on him. Second volcano cannon, same thing, hitting on a 3. Please miss.
Heat first?
Oh, yes. So another heat, so it is going to put you into the orange at least.
Yes, I am in the orange now.
And then let's see if you can hit with the 3. No!
So the Warlord?
Yep. I think you might have just killed him.
16s to the leg?
Yeah, I think you just critted him out. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. The first one is going to be a... Because it's plus
damage, isn't
1.
it? Yeah, that's
so
right.
that is a crit. So he's going to go... Net, and then to here. And the next one's going to crit him out. So we're just right over to catastrophic damage on my Senior Princeps. Well, that's what happens when you take 4 leg crits. Let's see catastrophic damage. And I rolled an 8. Magazine detonation. When a Titan is destroyed, roll D3 and add the Titan scale. So D3, or sorry, well, D3 plus 10. So 13 inches he's going to blow up, is he? And each model within that many inches suffers... Oh no! Within that many inches, suffers a hit using the high strength from among the Titan's weapons, regardless of whether they have been disabled. Melee weapons not counted. Let's check 13 inches. After some measuring, that is my entire forest. Is taking strength. What's the
12 is the volcano cannon.
Okay, do you want to roll it over here on the knights first? 12
Sure.
plus d6. For a 5, so that goes to a 17. So that's a critical hit. So that kills a knight. We will kill him. And then we will, I think we immediately have to do a resolve test. 4 up for them to stick around. And it rolled a 3. Oh no. That strips their order and puts basically a shutdown order on them, so they are -1 to hit and they lose some movement. So they're not going to get that full stride order. Let us continue. Let's do the damage resolving over on this poor little fella here. So do you got a location die for me?
Yep.
And a d6. So he's going to take a crit to the head. Okay. And then I got a shield save over on him, a 4 up. That I'm just going to roll and see what happens. Yeah, his voids are down. And then same thing over here. Gotta see what happens to the voids. You know what? So far, we gotta fix a couple of that. It's D3 hits. So, this is the only one we've fully resolved so far.
Okay.
So roll me a D3 for how many hits he's going to be taking. Okay, so we resolved his 1 hit.
Yep.
Roll me a D3 over here. How many hits were they supposed to take? 2. So roll me 1 more. Yep. So that's another Titan, or another Knight down. We'll pull him. Why are you like this? All right, and then D3 hits over here onto my Warlord. So 2 hits onto the Warlord. I'm just going to take the 3-up save. And I lose a Void Shield out of it, but hey, that's not as bad as what happened to the other one.
Yeah, it's not complete.
And that just removes it from play. Then there's still 1 hit left on him to resolve. So that's going to be a... I can almost guarantee a crit to the legs.
At least it's...
Yeah, you crit me on a 5-up. Okay. So we're going to go 1, 2... Or no, I should have went 1, 2... Oh no, I did it right. And then his locomotors are seized. Good first turn shooting, bro.
Yeah, one Warlord.
I know a lot of people have said that this game isn't lethal enough. This is all determined that is a lie.
Yeah. What game are they playing?
So let's go over here. We're going to have this Warlord try now, and he is going to go ahead and fire everything at that Warlord. And I can roll just as well as you.
Oh, yes.
Even though I don't have 2 volcano cannons. Starting off with missiles into that Warlord, hitting on 2s. Okay, so I'm going to hit with 8 of them. Would you like to go power to the voids or no?
I would not. That'll put me in red.
8 4-up saves.
So, shields are down.
Voids are down, and let's go ahead and drop a volcano cannon on him. I will put it right in the middle of him.
Sounds good.
Rolling for heat to see what happens. And no heat.
Ooh.
Template right in the middle of him. Show me hitting on 3. And I do get a direct hit. Let's see what happens. It's going to be landing on the weapon. Let's see which weapon it is. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that'll be the volcano cannon, the missile launchers, and then the other volcano cannon. So it is going to be... I should probably get a fresh die to roll here. And that's going to be on the missile launchers. So the first one is going to be a 15 on them. 11 plus for disabled.
Okay.
And then the next one is going to be a 17. So that will be a detonation. Strength 9 hit on the body.
Okay.
See what we're going to get on the body. 9 plus another 2 only goes to an 11 and does nothing to a Warlord. I stripped his missiles off for now. Now back to your shot now. Because the other one's going to be out of range there.
Yeah.
Warlord's going to go here. He's going to start off firing at the twin plasma warhound in the back here. And he's going to do called shots with the missiles on the legs.
Yes.
So you're going to be hitting on 6s. But still not terrible. Let's see what you got.
2.
2 hits. Pretty good.
Okay.
So let's figure this out. So the missiles are strength 4 plus another 2 because of how damaged the legs are. So you're getting basically 6 plus d6 here. So let's see what you end up with. Okay, so the one's going to be a 9, and I don't think that... Yeah, that doesn't do anything, but the other one is going to be a 12. So that is a direct hit, so just 1 more damage.
Okay.
Ouch. And we're going to go Volcano Cannon shooting across. We're going to put it right on the middle of his head here. The reactor dive first. What happens?
Machine Spirit.
Ooh, okay, so you're going to take a heat.
Yeah.
2-up command check on a d10, though. Yeah, so he's fine. He keeps it, keeps the Machine Spirit under control.
Okay.
Hitting on a... It was a 5 because of the being obscured?
Yes.
Okay. So he nails it. The best I can hope for is body hits here.
Not to the leg.
Please not to the leg. Special, which goes to body.
Yeah.
So those are going to be a pair of 16s, which are critical hits. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, that hurts. And then he will end up getting to the Reactor Leak 1 and the Void Shield Generator Burnout. Alright, back to my go. I gotta admit, not looking great at this point. We're going to have this little Warhound go. And he, is just going to try to put his Turbo Laser Destructor... do I called shot into the Carapace weapon in hopes of doing a thing? I think that's my best chance right now. No, it's only strength 8 versus 9. I'm going to roll the hits normal.
Okay.
So I'm just looking for 2 3-ups to hit here.
All right.
So I do hit with 1, and let's see where I managed to hit this Warlord. It is going to be going towards his weapon.
Ooh.
So again, we're going to roll to see which weapon it is. We'll do the same as before.
Okay.
So the D3 roll, and that is into the volcano cannon there. And the grand total on that is a 13.
11 plus will disable it.
Leaving that warlord a little bit beat up, but still in pretty good shape overall. All right, so the warlord's going to start us off. Who's going to start off shooting?
He'll shoot turbo destructors at the warhound in the front.
Makes sense to me.
All right. Check
So
for
32-inch range. Check your firing solution. Yeah, you got no problem there.
range 32.
Opting not to push the reactor here. Just 2 shots hitting on 3s.
Both
And
miss.
1 and a 2, so nothing. And I assume the other one doing the same thing now?
Shot was fire. Yep. Those both hit.
All right. So let's see if I can save this with a void shield. I got a 4 up. I'm not going to push it because the heat's already been not great on my warhounds. So just 2 4-up saves. Now 3 and a 1 would have failed it all anyways, and his voids are down. And second warlord here is well out of range.
Warhound.
Oh, is that warlord?
Warhound. Yeah, you said
Yeah.
warlord. Let's go.
Whoops.
And give me
War
another warlord.
robot. And I think that's about it. Now, the full stride order wouldn't have been able to go off on them because they had immediately, before their activation, failed their command test. So they are shaken, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
So they've got basically the shutdown order in their slower movement. So he's just kind of hanging out there.
Yes.
And I think that's all my activations. Do you have any left?
The Reaver, but he doesn't have any. Actually.
All right, so Mr. Reaver going to shoot over at... Let's see if I can get a shot going here. He's shooting over at my Warlord over there, behind the rock. The Reaver opting to push the reactor with his... Which weapon?
So use the laser blaster and
Yep.
shield bane rule.
Okay, so throwing in a reactor die here. See what happens. And nothing. So totally worth it.
Yeah.
And what's the range on this one?
Range is 32 inches.
And that does fall short. What's the next one you want to shoot?
Next one will be the Apocalypse Missile Launcher.
Okay, so hitting on 4s because you're obscured.
Correct.
So +1 for the range, and then -2 for me being obscured. More than 50%.
So 3.
Pretty fresh there. I am going to go power to the voids. Throw a reactor die. And I do take a heat, but then 3-ups re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 shield damage. Leaving his card looking like so. Over to the end phase now. I know I have some stuff to take care of, and we're going to start with this little fella right here. Because of the reactor leak, he immediately needs to take a heat and go back up to orange. And then we've also got the stabilizers damaged, so he's going to sway. It's a 45-degree turn. 1 to 3, he's going this way. 4, 5, 6, he's going that way. And he's swaying to look at home. Ends up looking like so, and I don't think you have any criticals you need to take care of. So that's it. First turn over. Give you a little looky at the battlefield. It's been better for me. It's a lot of firepower coming my way, and I did not weather it very well at all. And as we get ready to use the roll-off, Wade has decided to use...
I'll use my Warlord trait, Strategist, and decide to go first.
Yep, so you are taking initiative as we go into the second turn.
Yes, sir.
And here we go into the strategy phase for round 2. What do you want to start off with? Do you have any stratagems to play?
I do not have any stratagems.
I'm thinking about it, but yeah, neither do I right now. So, we're going to go over to orders. Where would you like to start for orders?
Trying to think.
We're going to start off with an emergency repair order here. So, command on a 3-up. And a 2, it's a fail.
Fails. Alright.
Whew, okay. Perhaps a glimmer of hope. I'm going to go first fire here on this big fella. I rolled a 1. Whew. That's terrible. I can't even remove the shaking on that little knight.
I know.
Okay, we're gonna go right over to movement, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Where do you want to start?
So there's nobody made first fire, so okay. I'll start with him and leave him where he is.
Okay. This little knight's gonna move up 7 inches. Take that.
Ugh.
What's next?
Well played, sir. I am going to move the warhounds.
Okay.
And I'm gonna push the reactors. Okay.
So power to locomotors on which one?
I'll start with this one here.
Okay. So trying to speed him up here. Reactor die. You get a heat. Okay. Not a big deal. And you're up to move 12. So still in difficult terrain, so you're going to be moving 6. Bring it to the right there. Fellow behind. Any power going here, or is he just good to move?
4. I think, yeah, even if I power him, he's not
just kind of pivot, move, pivot?
Yeah.
Ending him up like so. Now the locomotives are seized on this poor little fellow, but let's go ahead and move him. He's running kind of hot already, too. Ending up the first warhound right here with his... I think it's... Was it locomotor seized? It is... Yeah, locomotor seized, so he's half move. But his little friend was able to jog up to there. He's still feeling pretty good about himself. Next up, Reaver's going to go, and he is going to go... What's he pushing?
To the locomotive.
Okay, so getting the better movement?
Yeah.
Takes a single heat.
Now he's got 9 left.
Brings him to right there. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pop thermal mines on him.
Okay.
The way this works, play the strategy immediately after an enemy unit finishes moving or making a turn. Unit suffers D3, strength 10, hit to the legs. Shield saves cannot be taken against the hits. Mr. Reaver is going to take D3, so 1. Strength 10, hit to the legs. What's the armor look like on the Reaver legs?
An 11 or 12 be a direct hit, so you at least get a direct hit. Ooh.
Okay.
That is a critical.
So, not bad. He's going to take 2 damage, and then the first critical means he'll be swaying in the end phase.
Stabilizer's damage, yeah.
And over here, the Warlord's going to go next. Is he going to do a move or just kind of a sidestep?
So he's going to do a sidestep.
So he uses 4 inches to go 2 inches to the side?
Yes. Actually.
Ending up right there. We are going to go over to... I think we're into the damage control phase here.
Yes.
Starting on the big fella, throwing 4 dice. Yeah, okay. Or no, actually, he's in the orange, correct?
Yeah, that's this one here.
So you are throwing me a D6, and we're going to see what happens.
Gotcha.
For the reactor table. 4. That is a power failure. Titan's Void Shields collapse immediately. If they've already collapsed, treat this roll as a 6 to 8 instead. So it's going to be a plasma leak. D3 strength 9 hits to the body.
Okay.
D3 for 3.
There you go.
Strength 9s. Ooh, starting with the lowest. So a 13 gives me what?
13 will be a direct hit.
Okay, so that's 1 point.
Yep.
And then 15.
2 crits. A 15 is devastating hit.
So we're going to take 2 damage.
Okay.
And now we're into where we
Now
get a
you roll
bonus?
a plus.
A plus 1 or 2?
Yep. Plus 1.
Okay, so that's a 16 then?
Yep.
And what's a 16?
16 is a crit.
Nice, so 2 more. And then he takes a critical.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't complain about that. We're going to go now to, your damage control die here.
Mm-hmm.
See what we get.
This guy.
Good roll.
Ooh. What do I want to do?
I'll let you think that over. So what Wade decided to do is repair the 2 critically damaged weapons, light the voids, and then repair the crit, yeah. Let's go over to the little plasma blast gun. I'm in the orange, so I got to roll. So the void shields collapse, but instead that means I take D3 strength 9 hits to the body.
Ooh.
Roll me a D3, Wade. So 1 strength 9 hit to the body. So if you want to roll that up for me. Okay, it's almost surely going to be... Stop rolling 6s for damage, man. So that was, we said strength 9. Yeah, so it's critical. I think you killed him. Let's read how this is done properly. So I take critical damage. and then I suffer. So, boop, I'm supposed to take 2. I can't, so I take another critical, and he is destroyed, so we gotta roll on the catastrophic table. And the roll is going to be a 2. D6 in a random direction. Okay, so he's gonna fall back this way, and then basically just kind of fall over there. Because no matter what I roll, his scale is low enough that he won't be hitting anybody.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna roll for the Reaver. Not bad. So nothing for the 3, but you have 4 and a 5.
Was it 5?
With 5 to repair crit, and then you can also take the plasma reactor down by 1.
Okay.
So he's back to basically being pretty fresh, other than a little bit of leg damage.
Yeah.
The little warhound that could. Let's see if I can relight the voids. Show me a 6. I got a 4 and a 5. That does nothing for him because the only thing going on is his voids are down right now. Other warlord's gonna take a roll.
Basically, he's trying to vent plasma. So yeah, I think that.
Yeah. So venting. How much plasma did you get there?
I only had 1.
Okay.
Anyway.
And so getting the 1.
Yeah.
All right. The big one. Let's see what I can get. I get to add 1 to one of these. Okay. So yeah, actually, I'll take this one to a 5. And I'll get a shield and vent a little bit of heat. Last but not least, we got a Warhound over here. So just one of them running a little bit hot, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So looking for a 4.
4 better, and I get 2 4s.
So there you go. You only have what? 1 heat on him?
Yeah, there was only 1.
He's safe. Combat's going to start off. Warlord versus Warlord. Missiles first, of course.
Yes, please.
They're going to be hitting on 2s. 1 miss out of the bunch. Okay, I will bring power to the voids. Okay, we're going to see if I can't make a command check. I mean, it's supposed to be a 2 up. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Keep it under control, but I do get a heat. We got 9 3-ups. Rerolling 1s. I'm losing 2 shields at least. Losing 3 shields. Give you a sense what this looks like. We're at 1, 2, 3. Firing the first Bellicosa. Right on top of my head, I assume. You do get a heat.
Yeah. Gets hot.
Hit me on a 3. It does hit. Direct hit. No power to the voids. I'm just looking for 4-up saves here. Failing both. I think that's my shield's dead.
Alright.
Yep. That's enough. Boop, boop.
So,
Second Bellicosa. You're going to get a heat. So you're in the red now.
I am in the red, correct. Whew.
You're hitting me on a 3.
It places it directly over.
Yeah.
1.
Scattered. Dropping it right there. It's going to go 6 inches, and I do believe I get to avoid some damage. Let's check. And barely dodging out of the way of that one, but I'm alive.
Ooh.
Okay, let's do this. Got to do my warlord. You're in the red, but I mean you can emergency repair.
Yeah.
So let's fire all the weapons over into yours.
Okay.
Show me 2s to hit here. Gonna pull out 2 misses, but there are 8 4-up void shield saves to make. Can't push the reactor because you're already running hot.
Oh, force.
And that should bring the shield
Yep,
down.
Definitely brings the shields down.
Alright, let's see what happens if I can drop a Bellicosa on you. Template right in the middle of you. And then I need to find my reactor die and see what happens. No heat.
Alright.
Perfect. Can I hit you on a 3? I do. 2 direct hits to somewhere.
Yep.
And they're going to the leg. So, do you have any damage on the leg currently?
No damage on the legs.
The first one's a 16.
16 is devastating, so 2 points.
Okay.
Okay.
And then there's no pluses of damage yet, I assume?
Not yet.
So just another devastating hit on the leg.
Alright. You are at +1 now.
Nice. Reaver now versus the Warhound.
Warhound.
Pretty majorly obscured.
-2. The Warhound has no shields.
No shields, no.
Okay. So I'll start with the laser blaster.
Okay. Alright, laser blaster, -1 for long range and -2 for obscured. So you're hitting me on 6s.
No hits.
Okay, so far so good. What's next?
Next will be the Apocalypse Missile Launcher.
Okay, so 5 shots. Should be hitting on 5s, I believe.
Yes, I'm not at 30 yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
See what you got on 5s.
Now,
So we got 1 hit.
yeah.
So that's 1 hit to the head. Why are you shooting him in the head? Strength, that goes to 10 total?
Yes.
So not enough to cause any damage. You need to roll a 6 again.
Okay.
Now we've got the Gatling Blaster. Any range bonuses or penalties?
+1 if he's at short range, 8 inches, but he's
Okay.
not. So no penalties, though.
So just hitting on 5s?
5.
So we've got 2 hits. What's the strength of this?
It is a strength 6 this time. Let's go to this one.
So strength 6, and it's going to the special, which goes to body. The body on a Warhound is a 10, so you need at least a 4 there.
So nothing. Okay.
Let's see if he can't do some damage. I'm going to go ahead and... how badly damaged is the... Like, am I getting pluses anywhere?
You're at a +2 to his body, a +1 to his legs. No crits on anything yet, though.
Like, hold shine to the body. You know what? I'm going to try to hit on 3s. I'm not going to call the shot here. Come on, little buddy. Show me 3s to hit. Otherwise, it would have been 5s calling it. Okay, so I do get 2 hits. Would have only got 1 before. I think I'm hoping for body here, but let's find out. So special does go to body, but double 1s is just superficial damage. It doesn't do anything.
Alrighty.
Your Warlord now. First Bellicosa firing over here. Start off with rolling the reactor die for the first Bellicosa. Double heat.
Likes that heat.
He's running fine, though.
Yeah, he is.
Now you're going to look for a 5 to hit due to me being obscured. Yep. And missing with a 2. Let's see where this ends up. It's going 2 inches over that away. Let's see. Not quite center hole over me, but you still get a hit, no problem. So let's see where you managed to hit me. Don't you roll a 6? Okay. So superficial to the leg.
Yeah.
1s are always a nothing.
Yeah.
So we're good. Would you like to push the reactor and shoot the other Bellicosa?
Yeah. Shoot the
Okay.
other one for sure.
The other Bellicosa firing in. Gets a nothing. So that balances out. 5 to hit my Titan. You get it with a 6. Direct hit. So that is 2 hits on me. And let's see where they end up. Special goes to body. So that is a devastating. Boop, boop. And the next one's a critical. So boop, boop. And then I get a critical damage. And I believe that brings us over to the end phase. All I have is the reactor leak, so I got to push the heat up by 1 here. No criticals anywhere here, so... sorry, no other criticals. So we need to roll off, so he's going to go first in the 3rd round. Okay, so let's see if I can't win this one. I roll a 3 to your 2. I will take initiative on this one.
Alright.
Start of the strategy phase. I do have a stratagem I would like to play, and that is going to be Blind Barrage over on the big fella.
Okay.
So -2 for him to hit anything or be hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing for Wade to do. So we're going to go right over to orders now, and we are going to start off with, I think we're going to go for an emergency repair over my Warlord. On a 2. I rolled a 1 again, guys.
It's not funny, but it is.
It's pretty good.
I'm sorry.
Over here, we're going to go split fire on the Reaver. 2 up.
2 up.
Get it with a 7. What's your next order?
Then it's going to be emergency repairs.
On a 3. Getting it with a 6. So we'll resolve that immediately. 4 dice, getting +1 to each of them for the emergency. Okay. So that's basically a 6 and 2 5s.
And I...
Gonna vent the heat.
So I'm going to vent it twice and turn shields back on once.
Okay. So,
6.
yep, and you just go down to orange still.
Still orange, yeah.
I was really hoping you'd fail that one. Any other orders to do, sir?
I'll do full stride.
Okay, on to the Warhounds. That's on a... Because you're giving it to the entire squadron.
Correct.
So I think this is on a 4 now?
10.
Yeah, no problem. So full stride on them. Warlord's going to try to take split fire on a 2.
I get it.
So yeah, no problem.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That brings us to movement, where this knight will continue valiantly up the board, making it to approximately where he should have been on the first turn. That's okay, though. He's still kind of shaken, but he doesn't mind. Your movement, sir.
I will move the Reaver.
Yep. Gonna push the reactor for locomotors or stabilizers?
Locomotors.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's do a command check then. What's his command?
Reaver. 4.
Okay, so looking for a 4-up.
An 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
so no problem. You get it. You get 1 heat,
Yeah.
but then you get some extra movement. Bringing him up the board, little pivot, and he's going to be looking right at my little warhound. I'll have to go over here, and he's going to pull back 2 inches. Over here, this warlord.
Gonna move him 4 inches forward.
Okay. Let's march up the board. Let's go, little warhound. I don't know what you're gonna do, but it's gonna look cool when you do it. Not gonna lie, at this point, don't know what else to do. So there he goes. Now you gonna move your warhounds?
Correct.
Any power to locomotors or no?
I am going to do a power to locomotor.
So we'll start with the one up front.
He takes a heat.
Ending up like so, and then his friend behind, power to locomotors or no?
Yes.
Okay. Uh-oh. Gonna do a command check. They are a 5-up?
They are 5.
Let's see what you get.
A 2, so he
So-
fails it.
D6 roll for him. Let's see what he gets. A 3. He's feeling impetuous. He moves D6 straight forward, stopping before it collides with anything. And at the end of the move, it turns 45 towards the nearest enemy unit.
Okay.
So he's going to go D6. He's going to go 5, so it gets him 2.5 through the difficult terrain. And then he's going to face towards my warhound. And I think that's it for movement.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go over to some damage control. We're going to start with my little warhound. Come on, buddy, reignite those voids. Nope. You can vent some of the plasma you don't have, though. Warlord here, D6 roll for the reactor. A 1. Titan suffers a strength 9 hit to the body bypassing void shield. So it's only a single one. 9 plus 2 because of the pre-existing damage to the body.
Anything you do will be direct hit at least.
Anything but a 1.
Yeah, true.
And a 6.
that is a
so nice. So boop boop.
Makes
And
you
then-
a +3.
Okay, and 1 critical point on him.
Okay.
And let's see what you can get for your repair roll. There you go. Pretty good. Pair of 6s. So you can at the very least reignite the voids.
He already had void shields on.
Oh, he's got the void. Oh, the voids are up.
Yes.
Even better. He can make them. He can make them even better if he wants.
So I'm going to take that crit.
And remove it so you don't generate more heat.
I'll take voids and vent.
Final decision: voids and remove the crit. Well, let's see what we can do here. Come on, getting +1 to one of these rolls for my warlord. Nice.
There you go.
So this will go to a 5. So I will reignite the voids. Yeah, we'll reignite the voids. We will remove this critical, and we'll vent one of the plasma. Gonna try the Reaver, getting 3 dice. Mostly just heat on him, right?
Yes. Yeah.
He's able to get rid of one of those heat.
He only had 1.
Well, la-ti-da.
Oh.
Repair on this warlord. Okay, so we got a 6 and a 4 usable. What do you want to do there?
I'll just vent twice.
Yeah, because that's all that's wrong with it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Front
Warhand up front. Just 1 heat on him, right?
Correct.
So look for a single 4 up, and you get it back. What about the one behind? Same thing, just
Same
single
thing,
heat?
Single heat.
No,
get it.
he's going to keep it.
Okay.
Right over to combat. We're going to start with having, my warlord open up over onto your warlord with the missiles first.
Okay.
Show me hitting on 2s. We hit with all 10 of them.
All right.
These are 4-ups. I assume you're not going to push the reactor in any meaningful way?
So it goes down.
Okay, the void is down. And let's see if we can't land a Bellicosa on you. Reactor died first. Okay, the machine spirit's angry.
Oh.
Let's see what happens.
Wait.
Command check. I rolled a 4, so I do retain command, and I just get a heat. 3 to get 2 direct hits. So I do get the direct hits.
Okay.
Damage 12 to the... We're going to go to the head, and that might be a double crit. And do some critical damage. So you've got the MIU feedback, and what else was it?
It's just the MIU feedback. Oh, and
Moderati wounded.
You're at +1 now.
Not the body hits I was looking for, but still not bad. We're going to go over to your first shot now. Who's going to be?
So I'm going to fire with the Reaver.
Okay. Jump back a second. We forgot he took split fire. You can't pivot, but you're pretty much where you were going to be at anyways. You didn't really need much of a pivot. Because you could have just moved in the diagonal.
Correct.
Okay, so on to shooting now.
So I'll do the Apocalypse Barrage at him?
Yep. And then all the other guns are going straight ahead?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Apocalypse first. You're going to hit me on 3 still.
Correct.
You hit them all.
Everything.
5-up Ion Shield saves. I make 2 of them, so you have 3 go through. And let's see what it does.
3 strength 4.
You're looking for at least 5s here. So you get 1, and it moves the damage tracker by 1. He's almost dead, but he's not dead yet.
Okay.
You have the laser blaster going straight ahead. Any kind of range bonuses here?
No, it's long range is negative, but he's inside the 16, so he's good.
Sounds good.
1 3s. Ooh.
We got 1 hit.
1 hit.
And where's it going to? These are strength 8, I believe, right?
Correct.
So to the body, that's going to be a 14. Guess what, folks? Hold the phones. It's critical. So boop, boop. Straight shots going in now. Hitting on 3s with a Gatling. Because do you get a plus for being close?
Yes, +1.
Okay, so you're hitting on 2. So it turns 2 of those misses into hits. And now this is strength. I guess grab your location die.
Yeah, strength.
And it's strength 6. You're rerolling 1s for the ordnance.
Everything to the leg.
All in all, just 1 direct hit to the leg, doing 1 point of damage. Well, we are going to fire back with the Vulcan Mega Bolter into you.
Mm-hmm.
So hitting on 2, 6s count as 2 hits because of the range. So I'm going to throw 1 extra die in. Alright, going to push the reactor, so grab the reactor die first before these shield saves. And it's a nothing. So luckily, no heat on you yet. And your 3-ups rolling 1s. Show me 2s.
A lot of 2s.
There's 2 of them so far. There's another one, so 3 shields down on him.
Okay.
Let's just fire the turbo laser. We're not going to push our luck in any way. Hitting on 3s. That's 2 2s. So a whole lot of nothing to him. Okay, over here, Warlord, going to get greedy and put shots. You are -2 to hit.
Yeah. So we'll see how the first Bellicosa goes, and then maybe he won't fire with this.
All right, man.
At the Warhound.
Yeah, right over top of him. Okay, so let's see if you can do a command check for me. With one of those D10s there. That's a 2-up, because that's your boss.
Correct.
Yeah, that's fine. So you just take a single heat. Hitting me on a 5.
Yeah.
That's a miss. Let's see where the scatter goes.
Back this way.
And back towards the Reaver,
It's
please.
not back there.
It goes 3 inches over, and I think you should miss me.
Yeah. So.
Is the base big enough? Yeah, I know. So you get 1 hit?
Just 1 hit on it.
Okay, not terrible. Let's see what that 1 hit does. So this is strength 12 to the weapon.
Okay.
So it goes to strength 17. You're definitely going to destroy one of these weapons. 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the turbo laser destructor is down.
Okay.
Well, what else you got?
Feeling saucy. I'll try the second one.
Okay. Reactor die. Nothing. Good roll.
Like to live dangerously.
Apparently. You You can afford to right now. So it misses, and where's it going?
Ooh, that is probably on the Reaver.
Excellent. Single hit on the Reaver. You got Voids to eat this up.
Yes. 4 up.
That's fine.
Okay.
My Knight's going to declare a shot at him. He is just barely out of range by maybe, I don't know, half-inch, quarter-inch.
Yeah.
Close. I didn't think I would get to do anything with him this game, so I feel good about that at least. Warlord here is going to target the body of the Warhound. So you're going to go to hitting me on 5s now.
Actually 6s, because he's -1.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah. Yes, good call. Thank you. You did roll an order die in there. Throw one more d6. Wherever, or did you have them all? There's one more. We found it. Okay, so it's a miss.
Okay.
And then, do you want to drop giant laser guns on them?
No.
Okay, that's pricey. Time for those Warhounds to go. 8-inch move.
Yeah.
Just straight ahead. So it's up to 8. And then there, it's going to cost him half move.
4. So he'll be right.
Kind of wobbly models his way.
Yeah.
Okay, that
He's
works.
still in. He's still in.
He's
his
doing
range.
parkour.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put him like that. And I believe that brings us to the end phase where, who is it?
I have criticals.
So do I. Okay, yeah, we're going to get a heat on the Warhound. Okay, getting ready here for turn 4, potentially the last turn of the game. Big roll off to see who's going to take initiative. 4. And I get a 10. I will maintain the initiative.
Sounds
Because it's
good.
worked out well for me last turn.
Yes.
You know what? I feel like I got not much to lose right now. First fire.
All right.
Because, yeah, your Titan's got no shields on him, right?
He actually does.
Oh, he does?
Yes. He's 4 up right now. 2.
Never mind. I'm not just going to kill him before he gets to do anything. Let's go for emergency repairs here. Get it with a 6. Getting +1 to all these rolls and +2 to one of them. Okay. Doesn't matter. Ooh. Let's just try to get a little bit of shield back up. First fire on the big guy. You get it with a 7.
7.
I'm going to try to bring my Knight back into this fight. Finally, I get the chance to. I'll get it on a 4 up. There's a 5. He can't take orders, but at least he strips the down order. Split fire order here on the Reaver.
2 up.
You get it with a 10, no
Super
problem.
split. Right.
Things are going poorly. He shall issue a charge. So let's see. I think it's a 5 up or something on him right now. He fails it with a 2. So he just stands there.
Yeah.
Warlord here is going to go first fire. Get it with a 9.
Okay.
And Warlord or Warhound's going to go full stride. So this is on a 4 for both of them. The 1.
Yep, that is a
Whole
1.
lot of nothing on them.
I get it.
Okay, so we are over to movement now, and I will start with my Warhound. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He's just going right there.
That'll work.
Move him now, the Warhounds.
I'm not gonna push them in any way. I'll just give them 8s.
Just moving up. Friendo behind, still on the rocks a little bit, but
Yeah,
he's
say
still,
he's got
what,
a
6 total?
Yeah,
There he is. They're coming for me.
actually.
Alright, my sweet prince, let's do this. Go straight ahead. He's there. He's obscured. He's in your face. Deal with it.
Ooh.
Here we go. First fire with the missiles into the Warhound. You are hitting me on 4s. Missing with, I guess, half. So perfectly average roll. And what are you hitting on me? These are to the body. Oh, that's a good roll. That is 2 direct hits on my body.
Move or shoot.
Over here, no good targets for first fire. Yeah, declaring him and nothing happening.
Correct. maybe the
Reaver's going to
Adeptus.
go. He's going to back up 3. I'm going to say, please leave me alone. Okay.
Okay.
This is the board state in this crazy game. We're going to go over to trying to do some repairs. We're going to start on this fella. Getting +1 to one of those, which is no help. But I guess we'll... Oof. His shields are as good as they're going to get right now. Yeah, whatever. You get a ton of missiles at me. Let's go and bleed away some of that heat.
Okay.
Repair rolls on him. Ooh! I literally would kill somebody for a roll like that.
Okay, I'm actually going to take the 2 crits off.
Yep.
Ooh.
That was a 4, so you're using up a 5 and a 6 so far.
Yeah. I will vent the plasma as a 4, correct?
Or was he in the orange?
He was in orange.
Oh, we gotta
So I
roll
need
for
to-
him first, so let's
Okay.
go back a second.
Sorry.
Sorry about that, I forgot to use an orange. So roll me a d6.
6.
Okay, I think that's just strength there hits the body. D3 strength 9 hits to the body. It's gonna be 3.
Okay.
At +3, this is basically 12. So this is nothing. That goes to a 14. What's that do?
14 is devastating, so it'll put a crit because he's already maxed.
Okay. And then the next one is a crit.
So would that crit it twice?
Yes.
Okay. So he is Reactor Leak 2 VSG Burnout.
Okay, so yeah, the Void Chills blew out. I'll let you keep the same roll, though. You had 2 6s, a 4, and a 5.
Yes.
So how would you like to allocate those? I'll let you think it over. Okay, so after everything repairing, it was you repaired what 3 crits worth, and then vented a heat.
Correct.
Okay,
Some good repair.
let's roll over here now for the little Warhound that could. He does nothing. Mrr. Reaver's gonna go. Give me your dice.
I'll take all those void shields. 2, 3.
So he's back up to full voids.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I rolled everything I could roll for.
I'm gonna try and vent plasma.
Okay, it's the Warlord here. You really, yep, you nailed it. Mega Bolter Warhound. You get 2 dice here.
And
Okay, you can get rid of 2 heat.
oh,
If you had 2 heat, you could have gotten
I'm not
rid
trying
of
to rub it.
it. The other one's fresh, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Brings us right into combat, and you know what? I got to go after your Warlord. I'm going to start with the missiles, and I'm going to cold shot onto your body.
Okay.
+1 to hit, -2 because of the cold shot. So I'm hitting you on 4s with these missiles. Okay.
A good roll.
6s don't do anything special, but it'd be cool if they did. You got no saves. I need 5s to do anything here, though. So there's 1 there for a direct hit. Now, because of the damage track you're on, I believe you take a critical out of that.
Yep.
And here comes the Bellicosa. Okay, so I take a heat. I need a 3 to land the shot right on you. And I do.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what happens. Special goes to body.
Body, so yeah, it'll...
I think, okay, so let's do the math on this.
Yeah.
So that's 15, 16, 17 is a crit.
So it is a crit?
So you take a critical point and then 2 damage. And I
Yep.
think that's enough to kill him.
Yep. So it'd be 2 crits essentially off that, and that will kill him.
Just going to be a D10 roll here.
1.
So he's just silenced. He's hanging out there. If he takes another hit, he'll fall over, but for now, he's just out of the game.
Okay.
Through all that, I managed to get an engine kill. I feel a little bit better about myself. Not much, but a little bit. Who would you like to swing with first in the combat here?
I am going to fire him with a split fire. Take the shots at the
Little fella?
little fella with the...
I think I get at least a little bit of a... No, your weapon's pretty high. Maybe get
Yeah.
scared. Negatory. I'm wide out in the open there, so you're just going to hit me on 3s. So we're going to get 4 hits. I get 5 up saves now with the ion shields. He says go away to 1 of them.
Okay.
And then 4 plus, you get the 3d6 there. does a whole lot of nothing. He's still kicking.
Alright.
Start off with a laser blast. You're going to call a shot or no? I do have some substantial damage to my body right now.
No called shots. Straight.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're going to hit on 3s. We got 1 miss. Now let's see where those shots end up. To the weapon. Okay, let's see which weapon it is. The one does nothing, but 1 to 3, 4 to 6.
Well, you already have a weapon down.
I know, but you might
If
hit it again.
doesn't, yeah.
So you hit it again, and that's definitely enough for, I think, the good detonation. Because what was the strength of this?
This is a strength 8.
Oh yeah, that's enough. Strength 9 hit to my body. And plus 2, so strength 11 hit to my body. When the weapon detonates again. Ooh! That's enough for a critical.
Okay.
So I take a critical point, and then I take 2, but I go 1, I can't do another one, so I take another critical.
Alright.
Now I'm going to cold shot the body?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. 5s?
Yes.
Only 1. What's the strength of this, though?
Strength is a 6.
Okay. So 6, 7, 8, 9 to my body? Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
So he goes down, and let's roll on the d10 here. At a 10, he's blowing up. Catastrophic meltdown. I roll a d3 and add the number of the holes on his reactor track. How many holes are on a reactor track for a warlord or warhound rather?
5.
5. So d3 plus 5. So 6 total.
So
I think I'm still only hitting
yeah,
you
just hit the
there.
Reaver.
Before I'm removed, you're going to take a d6 strength 7 hits. So let's see, and this is bypassing voids. 2.
Okay.
Strength 7 to your body. 9 should be nothing, but what's a 13?
13 is a devastating.
Okay, so 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And that does take the little fella out. Over here, no shots in arc. I mean, this is the only one you can see to declare.
Yeah. So.
But we know he's out of arc, so.
Yep.
Okay. What are these? These guys failed their. They failed their full stride, didn't they?
Correct. Yes.
And yeah, line of sight. We're pretty hunky dory everywhere. I think this might be end phase.
Yep.
This is the end of the 4th here. There's a chance the game could end. We're gonna roll a d10 on a 9 or 10. The game's over. And a 9. That is a game over. Let's calculate points. You're gonna win.
The end of the game.
Yes, you got a score to settle. That's an extra victory point for every kill?
Every unit, yep.
Okay. Calculating the end of the game, we see what everything is worth. Now, this kind of goes by scale, and the cards are incorrect. So a scale 1 to 3 is worth 4 victory points. 4 to 6 is worth 6. 7 to 9 is worth 10. And 9 plus is worth 15. So you're going to score 15 for my Warlord. You're going to score 6 for each of my Warhounds. The score to settle is going to give you 3 points for 3 destroyed. So that's 30. And your secondary is to have half your stuff left alive.
Yes.
So that's another 5. So it's 35. All I'm getting is the 15 kills. So the final score is 35 to 15. A definite victory for the Traders. Very good game, sir. Awkward left-handed handshake.
Wow, gotcha.
I had a ton of fun. Yeah. Stay tuned for more Titanicus coverage. And if you're a Vault member, check out the link below. We're going to jump into the Vault and do a little post-game chat. Talk about my first proper Titanicus game on camera.